when it comes to planning how much you want to risk in a trade, let's say you're trading a prop firm, the maximum drawdown is your entire capital there.
Yeah.
For newbies or upcoming traders, the risk rule there is not to restrict or to stop them from making as much money as they want to. The rule is there because, I mean, they need to protect whatever they have, and they should actually trade like they are going to still be trading years to come. If someone has calculated that for all my trades, I'm going to be risking 5 to 10%, and the person sees a very high probability trade and decides to put 50%,
which can go wrong.
it can go wrong. So that's the psychology aspect of it, the discipline, the consistency. If I have rules in place, then I just see something else and I'm like, let me just try this thing, this one will work, and I lose again, and I lose again. I go back to my journal. Also, I document whatever loss. I document the loss, I document the win. So I go back to compare.
So do you see risk management as more of a psychological thing or a math thing?
Trust is the foundation of every business. At HFM, fund security isn't just a promise, it's our priority. Regulated across multiple jurisdictions, we uphold the highest financial standards to keep your funds safe. Trusted by millions of traders across the world, we have built a legacy of reliability, honesty, transparency, and innovation. At HFM, we are more than a broker. We are your financial partner. We don't just provide a platform, we provide peace of mind. Your funds are protected through top-tier security measures, segregated accounts, and global regulatory compliance. This ensures total protection and seamless access whenever you need your funds. At HFM, fund security isn't just a promise, it's our commitment to you. Trade with peace of mind. Trade with HFM.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Forex Trading Straight Talk podcast. And I'm your host, Mr. Peak FX. And of course, this is the fastest growing podcast in this part of the world. Thanks to you for your support, your views, your comments, and also thanks to our guests, our trader guests that come to the podcast to give valuable information and that we all learn from. This episode is a very, very special episode because this is the first episode with a female Forex trader. A lot of people have been coming at me now, Mr. Peak, bring this trader, bring this female. Why are you always bringing male traders and all? And I'm like, don't worry. I have you guys at heart. And today we have a very beautiful female trader in our midst today, and we're going to be meeting her shortly. So without further a waste of time, let me introduce you to one of Nigeria's finest female Forex trader, Divya. Thanks for coming to Forex Trading Straight Talk podcast. I really appreciate you. You're welcome. Yeah. So let's get to it. I don't want to waste so much time. All right. One major question that I ask people that come on the show is to give me their background, how it all started in Forex trading. Yeah. And of course, I would also like to hear about that. How did it all start? When did your Forex trading journey start?
Okay. For the Forex trading, actually came in late 2021. Let's say January 2022. I didn't just come into Forex trading. I was in crypto space.
Okay.
From 2020. Came in as a spot trader, just holding coins and stuff like that. Then went into DeFi, NFT, airdrops, and then Forex in 2022.
All right.
That's it.
So when you entered into Forex, of course, you said Forex in 2022 and we are already in 2025. Run me through your Forex journey. How has it been so far?
Well, it has been, let's say, it started really tough because I actually started with futures trading, crypto as well, you understand?
Yeah.
Then at that time, most of my friends and people I knew on space were going into Forex. I actually didn't like Forex trading. I actually saw Forex people as kind of people who are proud.
Okay.
Too proud on this face. So I just didn't like Forex trading. The idea of having a broker where you deposit, having a trading platform and another place where you analyze, it was really stressful for me, for someone who came from the crypto space. But yeah, my friends were going into it, and I decided to just join in and learnt everything. And since then, I've not actually gone back to
Okay.
crypto trading.
So how was crypto trading then? How, because you made mention of the fact that forex trading seems like complex, that you have a platform where you analyze, you have a platform where you trade and all.
Yeah.
What was the crypto trading space like? Because I've never been there.
Well,
What do you guys do?
what we do,
Yeah.
there are different things to actually do.
Okay.
I tried different things actually. Like I said, I started from spot trading. They went into DeFi trading, DeFi jobs, NFTs, airdrops before even going into futures trading.
Yeah.
So me understanding technical analysis, and I started with crypto trading. I mean, I trade on Binance. Sometimes I use Bybit. I
Yeah.
analyze there.
Okay.
I execute there. I deposit there on the same platform.
On the same
So it
platform.
was really
Okay.
hard for me to combine about three platforms just because I
Together.
want to trade
Trade.
forex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what now eventually changed your mind? Because
Mm,
since 2022 till now, you've been trading forex, and I don't
yeah.
think you've gone back to crypto. Now, is forex now the new law? What is now different that you now like forex for and
Uh,
not going back to crypto?
the main thing there is the price action. I mean, if you
Okay.
look at the crypto charts,
Yeah.
it's more tacky for me right now. Like when I look at the forex chart right now, it's the price action is actually more neat. You can actually just put your trading range and stuff like that. But the crypto chart is very, very tacky, and understanding that everything actually moves towards where Bitcoin is moving.
Yeah.
I mean, if Bitcoin is selling and you're actually buying an altcoin, it's kind of low probability. So
Yeah.
those fundamentals were too much. But Forex was kind of more of technicals for me at the start.
Yeah.
I don't even really apply fundamentals into Forex trading anymore. But at the beginning I was, but it's better than crypto trading for me.
So that means in forex there is more information for you to capitalize on, to analyze the chart and
Yeah,
predict what will happen in the future.
exactly.
Yeah. Now, finding yourself in an industry that seems to be, male dominated, like, we have lots of male forex traders out there and not so much female forex traders, and they're also coming up little by little. Now, what are the advantages that you can see as a female trader, or what are the challenges? So, I want to give me advantages and challenges as a female forex trader.
Well, okay, let me say the disadvantage first.
Okay.
People actually see you as lucky. They feel like maybe you're beautiful, your circle actually helped you grow, but it's not like that actually, and that's the advantage. It kind of brings us into the spotlights. I mean,
Quickly,
yes,
yeah.
quickly. Brings us to, if you are beautiful, you know your craft. It brings you to the spotlights more than most male traders. So the skill is actually what pays, not even the circle. But people believe it's the circle because you are pretty and you're a female. So most men want to interact with you, but that's not the case. It's
Yeah.
actually the skill.
So is there any challenges that you have faced so far being a female forex trader?
Personally, no, because I like to avoid drama. But like I said, it's people always bringing up, yeah, because she's lucky, she knows this person, she knows that person, that's why. But it's not the thing. It's actually the skill. But any major disadvantage, no, not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
All right. So I want us to have a very great conversation. I used to watch your videos online, and I can say that your approach to trading is actually very simple and
Yeah.
straightforward. And let's tilt towards the part of risk management. What does risk management mean to Divya, and how do you approach risk management as a trader?
Okay, risk management for me is basically just respecting my charts, managing my capital
Okay.
because I'm here long term, protecting my capital. So any strategy, any edge, whatever calculation I'm actually doing, it ties down to me protecting my capital. So that's basically what risk management is.
Okay. So how do you manage your risk in forex? Like, actively tell us how you go about managing your risk in forex trading practically.
Okay. So first of all, when I look at the charts and I identify what I want to actually do, what I want to execute, either a buy or sell, I spot my invalidation zone and calculate my risk. I calculate my risk based on how much I want to actually put in a trade, not by pips.
Okay.
or by percent most times.
Okay.
But when I have a round figure, I use percent. I kind of risk from 5 to 10%.
Okay.
So that's it. I calculate my lot size and I execute,
Okay.
always with my stop loss.
All right. So you want to enter a trade now. Let's say maybe you want to risk $500 on the trade. So you now use that to check the size of the stop loss and know the loss
Particular
size
lot size
to
I'm going to
use.
use.
All right.
Exactly.
So now we also have some traders in the forex space that get overly excited about take profits more than they get excited about, or more than they analyze their stop loss. Because some people, they just feel like, okay, I want to take a trade now, for example,
Yeah.
the stop loss is, let's say, maybe 20 pips, and the take profit is, let's say, maybe 100 pips. There are some traders that get overly excited about the take profits, the 100 pips, and use that to set their loss side. If I can just knock it better 10 lots. Do you get what I'm saying? So what advice do you have for how traders should actually manage risk in the forex space?
I think I would just say they should not look at the outcome.
Okay.
They should not look at the outcome, because when it comes to, let's say, planning how much you want to risk in a trade,
Okay.
for newbies or normal upcoming traders, advice that they should not look at the outcome. The risk rule there is not to restrict them or to stop them from making as much money as they want to. The rule is there because, I mean, they need to protect whatever they have.
Yeah.
If you're starting with a whole capital of $500, you can't see a high probability trade and decide to even put 250.
Okay.
It's gambling.
Yeah.
So the rule is there because their capital needs to be protected, and they should actually trade like they are going to still be trading years to come.
Years to come.
That's the way they can actually stay long in the game, because if they don't plan their risk, then they are gambling. That's why most people actually, I say, compare forex trading to gambling.
Gambling, yeah. So in situations where you experience losing streak in forex, because there are some times that, irrespective of how good your strategy is, there are times that market can invalidate you for maybe several days, or sometimes it could be up to 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, how has that ever happened to you before, where you entered into a losing streak for weeks, and how were you able to handle it?
Well, for me, I've actually gone into, I mean, there's no one who has not gotten into
Sure.
losing streaks. But for me, when I get into a losing streak, I take a break. I don't want my money to finish. So I take a break. Then what I do is that most of the weekends I kind of back test. Sometimes I forward test as well, with just a little fun like that. Then I forward test and try to practice. Maybe see what I've been missing out. Maybe I tried a new pair,
Yeah.
or I go back to my videos and even study, because sometimes I tend to forget. Sometimes I have rules in place.
Yeah.
Then I just see
Sometimes you
something
forget,
else,
yeah.
and I'm like, let me just try this thing. This one will work. And I lose. And when I lose and I lose again and I lose again, I go back to my journal, check what I've been actually doing wrong. Also, I document whatever loss that I've actually had. I document the loss, I document the win. So I go back to compare. Sometimes price actions can show in different forms.
Yeah.
And when I see one particular form declining all the time, I don't trade it anymore. So that's also the importance of journalizing. So when I just check my journal, back tests, sometimes I also forward test, I switch it, then I come back on my feet. But I also take a break during that period.
Yeah. So how many trades would you lose in a row for you to say, oh, Divya is on a losing streak, I need to take a break? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 1 week? Is it 2 weeks?
5 trades in a row.
If you lose 5 trades in a row, you take
Yeah.
a break. How many months break?
Not really once. Not really once. Sometimes I even switch markets at that point.
Okay.
If I'm having a losing streak in the forex market, I just take a break and I go to synthetics.
Okay, to trade.
Yes, and I
so-
trade and I come back better.
Yeah.
Before I even go back. That's it.
So do you see risk management as more of a psychological thing or a math thing?
First of all, risk management is a math thing that still has to do with psychology.
Okay.
Because when it comes to calculating, it's maths you use. It's maths you use to know if it's 1%, 0.5, 10%. It's maths you use to also analyze. Let's say you're trading a prop firm, you will know how much capital actually they're giving you, not the entire thing you are seeing there. Because I mean, the daily draw, the maximum drawdown is your entire capital there.
Yeah.
So we just use it to calculate. Then the psychology aspect of it is the discipline, the consistency. Because if, okay, you made mention of aggressive trading, like
Yeah.
high probability trades. If someone has calculated that for all my trades, I'm going to be risking 5 to 10%, and the person sees a very high probability
Probability
trade and
trade.
decides to put 50%,
Which can go wrong.
it can go wrong. So that's the psychology aspect of it, the discipline, the consistency to always keep showing up in the right way.
Yeah. Now, with respect to risk management, what can you? Okay, let me first of all before I ask this question. Do you trade your personal funds, or you are more of a prop trader, or you do both?
I started with prop firms.
You started with prop firms initially.
Yes,
Okay.
started with prop firms. Then I went into prop firms give you the capital. Your
Yeah.
profit split is your capital, and you definitely don't want to always follow rules all the time.
Yeah.
Then you trade your personal accounts.
Yeah, because I want to ask you to, differentiate how a trader should approach risk management with little capital, and also how they should approach risk management with bigger capital. Practically, how you personally do it.
Okay, let's say now, from when I started, when I just had like a capital of $500 when I started. Before I figured out what prop firms were, then
Okay.
that was when we were just transiting. That $500 actually risk 5 to 10%. That 10% only comes once in a while, but I mostly risk 5% all the time. You get so when
That's like $50.
some-
No,
No,
that's
that's
like $5. So
5%.
okay, wait. Okay, let's say for $1,000, 10% is
10% is 50. For $500, 10% is
Is 50.
$50.
Yeah.
So 5%
It's
should like
25.
$25.
Okay, $25
So
per trade.
yeah, so kind of risk like $25 per trade. Then when I'm like highly confident, I just risk $30. It's not up to 10%, but at least I'll get more income that I actually see. So I stay with 5 to 10%
For your normal
for
account.
my normal account. Even for my prop firm account, I won't say 5 to 10%. I do 0.5 to 1%. So
Okay.
it still aligns.
Okay.
Still aligns.
Okay, because prop firm deals with larger capital.
Yes.
So it's still so
And again, the daily draw, the maximum drawdown is the actual capital that you're getting. So when you say 0.5 of a 10K account, is actually 5% of a $1,000 account. So it's still similar.
Still same thing. Yeah. All right. Wow, wonderful. So I also want to ask, like I said I've watched some of your videos, and I really, really appreciate the work you're putting out there. I want you to run me through how you take your trades. What do you look out for before you execute your trade? Yeah, I want you to say it on the podcast.
Okay, what I look out for.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just give 2 instances.
All right.
For a day when I'm very energetic to look at the chart or to analyze the forex chart and the synthetics chart at the same time.
Yeah.
I just look for my setup, my entry model. Actually trade sweep, break, and inducements.
Okay.
So once I see my entry model first, because I'm analyzing plenty charts, like I have about 4 pairs on the forex market and 4 pairs on synthetics. So I check all of them. So I just check for my entry model first.
Okay.
Once I spot my entry model, then I check the higher time frame if it tallies.
Okay.
I check the 4-hour time frame to see if it's within the range, if price is at premium discount, if whatever this entry model I'm seeing now will work well for me, because I have plenty charts to check. But when I just want to check a few pairs, I start from the 4-hour time frame, check the trading range, is priced at premium or discount, know whether it's ready for reversal, or if it has come to, let's say it's a bullish market, if price has come into discount and is ready to buy, or if it's already buying and I need continuation entry.
Okay.
So that's what I just do.
Okay. So how many pairs do you watch per time? Because sometimes some traders say that stick to 1 pair. Some will say don't trade more than 2 pairs. And you see some other traders, they trade everything. They are on Euro USD, they are checking Euro USD, they are checking GBP card, they are checking gold, they are checking everything. What is advisable from your own end for traders? How many pairs should they look out for per time? And what are the effects of of it?
I would say everyone is different.
Okay.
I've come across people that they don't have any pay on their every day they refresh and empty everything. They
Yeah.
will look for their entry model on any pair,
That is it.
and once they see it,
They
they
take
trade
it.
it. Well, I know some people who stick to a few pairs, but me now, when I started, I was watching 10 pairs on my
10. Wow.
10 on my watch list. It got tiring for me because I miss a lot of entries. Sometimes draft my setup and I forget. Maybe price has
And
not
you just
gotten
come and
close.
see it. That's sniped.
Exactly, start sniped. And sometimes I still experience stuff like that today. So I keep reducing my watches. Sometimes I'll add it back, then I'll reduce it again. So it just depends on who you are and how do you know the kind of trader that you are. You start with the plenty. If you see that you can't handle everything, you keep missing entries, especially the kind of strategy that you trade.
Yeah.
Because you cannot tell let's say a scalper to be
Yeah.
watching just one pair
Yeah.
all the time. It does not work that way. You may not even really see entries that much. Most scalpers actually do multiple pairs.
Yes.
Then most swing traders just focus on a very, very like few pairs. The intraday traders maybe 4, 5 like that. So it just depends on the kind of
Kind of
trader that
trader
you
that
are
you
and
are.
what you can take.
Because most times when people even limit themselves to fewer peers, opportunities might not come on time,
Exactly.
right?
And
But
they
those people are
wait.
ready to, and most of them are always swing traders. If you check it, people that maybe trade little peer, they just wait because while you are waiting for your setup on those few peers, it might have been playing out on other peers.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you'll be losing out. So most swing traders just wait for one or two pairs that they're looking at for price to come to the area of interest, and they just trade. Now, let me also ask you, what kind of a trader would you say you are? Are you a swing trader? Are you a day trader? What kind of a trader are
I'm a
you?
day trader.
You trade every day?
No, not
Or
day
okay,
trader
I
does not mean
understand.
every day
Or you,
though,
yeah,
but I am a day trader.
trader.
I'm not a scalper. I don't do it. I started with scalping. Like I analyze from I actually stuck with EU, that's Euro USD,
Yeah.
15 minutes at my higher time frame, and I execute on 1 minute time
Mm,
frame. That's what I started. That's what I started with, and it was brutal. So I am actually
you
a
be
day
taking a
trader.
lot of trades.
Exactly. Sometimes I take 8 trades in a day.
Wow.
I still have my journal. I take about 8 trades in a day. In a week, I'm seeing over 22 trades.
Wow,
So
that's too much tiring.
it was very, very horrible. But right now, I'm just a day trader. I don't really like swing trading. I don't like the fact that I just analyze one pair and I've not gotten my entry and I wait till next week. And when I execute, it takes like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. No,
You're not that
I
patient.
don't.
You want to secure your profit as it's coming.
Exactly. If not, in a month, maybe I'll just execute just 2 or 3 trades. I'll not be satisfied.
Yeah. So you also talked about journal just now. How important is journaling to traders, and how do you go about journaling your trades?
Well, I'll say journaling. My journal is just like my trading diary. Anything I spot, even if I don't execute it, I jot it down. Like if I'm checking a random pay and I see something that played out really nice,
Yeah.
I'll just screenshot it and write it in my journal what I observed. If I see that same, okay, like there was a trade that I took, I think that was last week on volatility 10, that's synthetics.
Yeah.
I took that trade only because I saw the same price action on VIX 50, I think 75, VIX 75. So I
Okay.
took that screenshot and I kept it and I was like, these two price action look exactly the same.
Yeah.
That means price is going to sell, price is going to sell. Then I just saw price coming into a fair value gap and I just executed it like that.
Straight. Yeah.
Yes, for that kind of trade, I just did 5%. I'm not too sure, but because I've seen a pattern
Yeah.
before,
That's similar.
yes, and it went really well. So it actually helps for you to monitor patterns, for you to be able to tell a story. I can go back to my journal. I'll see one of the charts that I had in 2022, and it was very, very funny. Very, very tiny stop loss
Yeah.
and very long take
Take
profit. So
profit.
it helps to tell a story. It helps to check for patterns. When things are going wrong, you can go back to like the way I journalize let's say last year is not the same way I journalize now.
Okay.
Last year, every entry, every stop loss, every back testing result, I jot them down. But for me now, I have enough data for that. So what I mostly do now is that once I see a price action that is really doing well, whether I executed it or not, I screenshot it and I keep. So it has been helping me that way. I don't need to backtest too much again because of my journal.
So does that mean like you have how do you go about it? Does that mean like you have like a Telegram, or where do you send?
Telegram.
Okay.
I use my Telegram. I opened a Telegram channel that I'm the only one in there. So I just drop my screenshots, put the write-ups under. Sometimes I write the time, the pair. I have different the Telegram channel that you have different topics. So each topic different pairs and different markets. So that's just how I monitor it.
All right. So now I want you to tell me a story of your narrate it properly of your first major loss in forex, or has everything been booming since when you started trading?
Everything has not been booming, but my first
Give me an
major
instance of
loss
a loss that you had that really, really affected you, and how the process was, and how you felt, what happened during that period,
in
and what
forex in
peer. Yes,
particular.
yes, yes.
Okay, I think I was that particular. I still remember that day. I was in NYC camp.
Okay.
Yes, and it was, I think it was a Monday morning when they wake you up, and I actually had a trade that I executed on Friday that I did not close. So, and it was on a Profim account. It was in a prop account, and let's say that's the only loss that shook me very, very well.
Okay.
Because I just woke up to the email that they mostly
Oh,
send.
violation.
Yeah, it was a funded account.
Okay.
So I woke up to that email, and that's actually, it was a 50K account. And it's actually shaking
You
very
bought
well.
it your hard-earned money, or why did it really
I
touch
bought
you?
it with my money. I bought it with my money, so it really touched me. But for my normal capital,
Yeah.
let's say I've managed to be very disciplined, because the last time I had a very major loss was not in forex. It was in DeFi trading where I lost 3K. And since then, I've not lost that kind of amount before. I've just been taking it slow
Slow.
and steady. Yes.
So that means you've been very much aware of risk management since you started
Yes.
trading. Wow, that means you've had a very good I think the way ladies approach forex trading is different from guys, because
Except maybe
there
those
is
who
no
put.
guy that has not hit rock bottom in this forex thing and bounce back, and but I think ladies just there's the way they just arrange their thing, and it's just going, it's
That's
just
not true.
going.
Everyone has a lesson. I hit rock bottom after coming out from DeFi.
Can you give us the story of the rock bottom?
Okay. How did it even start? Let's say I started with sports trading.
Okay.
So from sports trading, I bought some pairs. I was trading mana and sand on Binance.
Okay.
So I'll put $600. It has gone to $800. I'll withdraw it. I'll put that $800 as my entire capital. Oh. I'll put that entire 800 in sand.
100%.
Honestly, I'll put it in sand. Sand went up and gave me $1,200. I removed everything. Then I joined one crypto mentorship like that then, because
Yeah.
I wanted to learn more. And they were teaching technical analysis. That was when I had technical analysis for the first time. And I was really interested. But before that, they were hyping one coin. That's when I entered into DeFi.
Okay.
Started with Wakanda Inu. So yeah, that night, I remember that night, I didn't know how to do DeFi. I just asked them, how do I use pancake swap and stuff like that? They taught me how to use it, and I didn't want to put the entire $1,200. I said, let me put 25,000 naira first. I put that amount. I slept, woke up in the morning, and it was 3x. I was like, why didn't I put the entire money as I
Greed.
always used to? That morning, I took my money from Binance, sent it to what's Trust Wallet.
Trust Wallet,
No,
okay.
just Trust Wallet, no MetaMask. Sent to Trust Wallet, swapped it, and got Wakanda because a friend of mine actually did 2x that morning. So I wanted to do that 2x too. I was waiting for 2x. I didn't put 100%. I put $800 there. So I was waiting for 1,006, and the price went up to 1,005. I was watching it. I stayed until this thing gets to 1,000 if I remove it. From 1,005, it went to 1,450. From 450 to 1,400. It was going there. When it got to 1,002, I was shaking already. Like, what's going on? Let me check the chat. What are people saying? And I didn't know DeFi. I didn't even know I was doing DeFi.
Yeah.
I just knew that I was doing spot trading on another platform entirely.
Yeah.
So from that 1,000 to it got to 1,000. Then it
That's
got
$500
to
gone.
then it got to 900. Immediately it got to 800. I removed it. So I took my 800 back. From that 800, I was like, this thing is giving money. Oh, maybe I should have taken profit. Or maybe if I calculated in Naira, it should
Yeah.
have maybe entered my
Motivated
eye.
you.
So from there, I went into, from Akadainu, I went into, I think they were doing Ido. That's initial desk offering, something like that. But you kind of secure spots like that. Then when the coin launches, you are able to sell whatever you have. So they were doing cake tools. I didn't have a spot, but we were waiting for them to launch on Pancake Swap. And once they launch, because you see that long green candle, so I rushed and bought like that, and the money went up. I put $300. It went to $900. I was waiting for my own success story. At that point, I was not looking for 2x. At that point, I was looking for my success story because some people were like, they traded Wakanda Inu before, they put in $1,000, they cashed out $10,000. I was waiting for my own. Exactly.
Big success story.
It got to $900. I still did not withdraw because I was expecting that kind of, pump. And it went back down. I took $400, sha. And that's how it continued from one pair to the other, and the money was reducing. Then I also invested. I decided to secure my own spot. I was like, for another pair, I was like, maybe if I secure a spot,
And
I'll
be
be
among the early people.
exactly, I'll be among the early people. Then I bought that spot for $500. Student though. I was just a student. I actually got the spot for $500, and I didn't know what vesting was. Because vesting, they said that they will hold a particular percent of your money, release it at TGE, and maybe a different percent till 12 months, 13 months, and so on. So I didn't know what vesting was. Even when I browsed, I couldn't understand it, but I still went ahead to do it. And when the coin launched, the 30% I was able to withdraw was still my $500 that I actually invested. But I said, let me wait small for it to go up, and it did not go up. From there, it just started crashing.
No.
And that's how $500 just went out from my portfolio. Then I think I still had, from other stuff that I did, I can't remember much of them. From that $500 that went, another went, and another went. Then I had I think I had about $300 left. That $300, I still tried to secure some other spots. And that's how everything vanished.
Wow.
Most of them are still on my trust wallets. They're still showing zero.
Till now, like
Yeah,
more like
till
they
now.
have liquidated.
So it was a total of $3,000 at that point. $3,000 that started with 18,000 naira. I started with 18,000 naira with all this spot trading and growing and growing. So everything I lost at that part, that was 2021. I lost everything 2021 November. Is it October, November, that period? Yeah. So it just like I think it was, all these things happened like in 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, it was not long. It happened
The whole 18K to 3K back to zero?
Not the 18K. I'm talking about like from the $800
okay.
on Mana, San and stuff. That $800 went to $3,000, and I lost everything in 2 weeks. So that was.
How were you able to manage your emotions that period? Because it would have been 2 weeks of up, down, up, down, up, down.
I was crying because I had money that I've never seen before. You understand? Money that someone has not. I earned the money myself, and I just watched it go from platform to platform without even taking anyone for myself. So that was the rock bottom that I hit, and since then I've just tried to be careful.
So that means I can say that in your forex trading, you didn't really start from in terms of psychology and what you've been through. You didn't really start from small. Let me put it that way, because you've had the losses that you've made in your crypto space has made you value managing risk very well. So when you came to forex trading, it was just easy for you to execute.
But when I came to forex trading, I had to, before prop firms, I had to start using Naira so that I can see the value of my money. That's what I started with. Started with using Naira so I can see the value of my money, so I don't fall into that trap that happened in the past.
So once you are seeing big money, you just know that this is not just $300; it's over 600K.
Exactly.
Let me remove it.
And I just remove it. So that's how it has been.
Now let's come back to risk management. I want to ask, when we talk about risk management, there's no way we won't talk about risk to reward.
Yeah.
And win rate. Win rate is people judge their win rate based on the amount of trade that go in their direction. Let's maybe are judging on a case of maybe 10 trades. that if averagely out of every 10 trades you have, let's maybe 6 going your direction or 7 going your direction, that means you have 60 to 70% win rate.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how important is win rate and risk to reward is in forex trading, and how do you balance both in your trading?
Um, the win rates. Now, the whole thing actually, it did not just start out as it is right now. I started from having 40% win rate earlier, and my risk to reward was sometimes 20, sometimes 15, because I was trading 1 minute time frame. So no, someone's normal targets on the 1 hour time frame. If I'm starting from 1 minute,
1 minute
it's
to
going
start
to be a
earlier.
lot.
Yeah.
So it was not really good because sometimes I'll lose a lot of trade and I'll win one. I was still in profit, but I was not like, let's say I'll just move from here to here and I come back a little and I move from here to here. It was not giving me that much difference that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
So I had to start changing time frames. Now what I do is a minimum of 3 risk to reward, a maximum of 5. So when I see a high probability setup and I know that yeah, price is going to execute and take out this liquidity that is at this far
Far
distance,
level.
I still stick with my 1:5. Once I'm done with the 1:5, I'll look for another entry and
Okay.
do another 1:5 again. Then if it's not up to 1:3, I leave it.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
So has there been any point in time where, let's say, maybe you targeted a one ratio, let's say maybe 1:3, and the way price was reacting, it's looking like it won't get to that 1:3. Do you opt out of the trade or you leave it to play out? Like your 1:3 is 1:3.
1:3 is 1:3. It's very, very small now. So there's no need for me to shake. The only time I maybe it's, let's say it's 1:5 and price has gone to 1:3 and it's looking like it wants to reverse, I just put my BE. It's not that I'll just leave. Except if it's on a Friday
Okay.
and the market is about to close and it has already done 1:3 and maybe it's looking like it's going to reverse. It depends on the amount of profit that I've seen.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take partials, sometimes I just put my break even, sometimes I just take everything out. So it just depends on what I see.
All right. Okay. Now, the issue of this risk management. So there are lots of traders that whenever we have a volatile news day like FOMC or CPI or NFP, most traders are always, lots of traders are always excited to want to go and trade because they feel they can catch a lot of pips within a very
Yeah.
short period of time. What is your take on news trading? Do you engage in news trading, and what is your take generally?
Let's say I don't really focus on news trading. I do before, but now I don't. What I do is that I execute if my trade triggers during the news, no problem. If it doesn't, no problem. Before I actually get tense once the news is there, but I only get tensed when I'm trading a very low time frame. Let's say my entry is on the 5 minutes
Okay.
or 15 minutes and price is already getting close. Even if price is going to trigger properly, spread is another
Yeah, can
issue. So it
bounce you
can
out.
just bounce me out. So I actually don't get bothered recently because right now my lowest time frame is 15 minutes time frame, most times for refining my POI. Then my entry is mostly 30 minutes, 1 hour. So the news does not really affect me that much.
Yeah.
It does not really affect me. So most people actually trade news. It works for them. And I don't actually, let's say, focus on it right now because I don't do anything that news trading will be affecting me
Yeah, but you're
currently.
not against news trading.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Everyone has their different strategy.
Okay. So I also want to ask, what constant mistake do you see traders do with respect to their risk management that still makes them not to be profitable?
Let's say scaling without a plan.
Okay.
Yeah, most people do that. Let's say they have a $500 account and the $500 has gone to, or let's say $500 account and they are planning to risk 10% per trade. That $500 has gone to $600, $800, and instead of sticking to the $50 they're risking, they start risking $80, thinking that it's still 5 to 10, or let's say it's still 10% they are risking per trade when they've not even taken anything for themselves. So I advise that once they are scaling, they should scale with a plan. if you have $500 capital and you want to scale, you should know where you're scaling to. If you want to scale and have about 100% profit, that means you want to take your $500 to $1,000 before you withdraw. Then stick to your $50 risk till you get to your $1,000. You take your $500, keep in your pocket, and continue from
So
where you
you not be
started.
risk free.
Yeah. So instead of once they get to $800, they're now really risking 80 dollars per trade. When they get to $1,000, they are now risking $100 per trade without taking anything from themselves. They need to reward themselves. So most people just scale without a plan, and sometimes it looks like gambling because you don't know when you enter a losing streak,
Yeah.
and you can just lose your profits and your capital at the same time. So they should always scale with a plan.
Okay. Have you ever tried flipping before? What was
Just
the
with
idea of flipping?
synthetics, and that I started. I kind of flipped when I didn't understand how to calculate my risk to reward on synthetics, unlike the forex. But I had to find. I found a website where I could calculate my risk. I put in the entry, put in the stop loss, put in the amount I want to risk on this trade, and it calculates my lot size for me.
For you.
Yeah. But before, if I want to put like $500 in a trade, I just put the $500 there and open multiple positions. Sometimes it ends up to be way lesser than I wanted it to. Sometimes it ends up to be way more, and sometimes once price just triggers, it may not even get halfway to my stop loss, and I get stopped out because I over risked and I don't know. Understand? I
Okay.
didn't know, so I didn't calculate my lot size. But when I found the website, I was just able to do it properly. So that's the only time I actually, let's say, flipped. That's the only time I
So
flipped.
that means most time when you actually want to enter a trade, you mostly enter one position, right? Let's maybe you have a trade now that is 20 pips stop loss.
Yeah.
And you have calculated you have put your entry and your stop loss and whatever it is that you want to lose, and you are giving your lot size. That means you just open one position.
Yeah,
Because there are some
max
people where
two.
in their entries they can open up to 3 or 4 positions based on what they have calculated. But for someone like you, do you just put one position after
Yeah.
calculating your
I
risk?
put one position, max 2 positions. I don't open more than that because I already know what I want to risk, so there's no need to stack.
Now, if you open 2 positions, is it 2 positions based on what you want to risk? Let's say maybe you want to risk $200,
Yeah.
and you put in one lot size in your 20 pip stop loss will make you lose the $200 if it doesn't go your direction. Now, is it that you now open 0.5, another 0.5 later, or you open one and open another one because you increase your risk
Yeah,
doing
I
that?
know. I only open 2 positions when I spot let's say lower time frame entry on my main entry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's only when I open 2 positions because I've already calculated. It's just an entirely another different trade for me. Even though it's the same pair and it's the same trading range. Once I see an entry on 1 hour time frame, I execute with my $500. Once I see a continuation entry or a lower time frame entry on that POI where I can just from here to here, I'm already out with my profits. Then I risk another $500 there. That's when I open 2 positions. So sometimes you see that it's the same entry,
Yeah.
the same price entry, but it's actually a different setup.
Okay.
That's the only one.
So in the forex trading space, when you entered into forex, did you have a mentor, or you just entered into YouTube and started watching videos? Who mentored you in forex trading?
I started with YouTube, but I didn't pay for mentorship at all. I didn't pay for mentorship. So I started with YouTube, yeah. I was learning from a particular platform on YouTube. Then from there, I started making friends on Twitter, replying to their chats, wanting to learn from them. Some of them just added me to their groups for free.
Okay.
I didn't pay. But I wouldn't have entered if I didn't know what I was doing. So none of them actually said, let me teach you. I just actually watched what they had to offer. Then sometimes I get added to a random Telegram group where someone's course has leaked. Yes,
When you get added, or you don't enter those groups?
I get added because it has like we have WhatsApp groups already.
Okay.
Then from that WhatsApp group you hear how far are you interested in this, come and see this course. So it's kind of similar to what you trade. They add me and I go and
I
learn.
go.
Yes, then I go and
Only.
learn. So there's one that's actually leaked, and then I learnt it. But I didn't see there was nobody that I could say, let me be asking questions, because that's what you actually need mentorship for.
Yeah.
Most people compare YouTube to courses and mentorship. For me, you can't actually learn everything on YouTube. Who will you be asking your questions? Like, who will you be like,
Who would
I
you run
saw
to?
this thing,
Yeah.
how do I do this? I just needed someone that can be asking. And I couldn't ask all those people that helped me, I couldn't ask anyone. I didn't feel like I had the right to disturb them.
Yeah.
Because if people are disturbing me, I don't like it. So I didn't feel like I had the right to disturb them. So someone's course leaked then. I already watched everything. I learned everything. It was aligning to what I used to know. But I just needed someone that would just be like, okay, you did it well this time around. Do it this way, the other. So I had to pay him just to be able to ask him questions. But he didn't know that. He didn't know that I actually paid him to be able to ask him questions. So I was able to ask him questions because I
Questions.
gave him my money. So that
Okay.
was the only time I paid for mentorship, and that was the only time I paid for mentorship.
All right. So you said you actually don't like disturbing people, because you don't like people disturbing you. That means you don't offer mentorship.
Yeah, I don't currently, but I think maybe if the money is there, because other people that will just come and disturb you, nobody's paying you, but the money can motivate. But right now,
Yeah.
I don't offer mentorship. I
Okay.
don't offer mentorship.
All right.
So I have to get myself together and be able to endure the questions, because the questions are actually much, definitely.
So you knew how many questions you had then to look for someone to disturb. So you don't
And
want somebody to come and disturb you in that manner.
that's it. I had the right to ask him questions because I gave him my money.
Have you?
Yes, but no one now can just come and be asking me questions and I'll just be answering you just like that. When you didn't give me anything, I can't just be
Yeah.
answering you like that. So maybe I may consider that.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually been an amazing time with one of Nigeria's finest female trader, Divya. And I want to believe that you guys have learned a lot from trading experience and also talking about risk management and every other thing that pertains to how she trades. And right about now, we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll round up this episode. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, my name is Divya, and don't forget to watch FX Straight Talk podcast with Mr. Pick FX.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Forex Today Straight Talk podcast. And of course, we still have Divya in the studio with us. So right about now, we're going to be rounding up with some few questions. And I don't think I asked you, Divya, how did your name come about? I don't think that is your like name that was given to you by your parents. So how did you formulate that name? Is it like a business empire or your nickname?
Okay, my name is Princess Mercy. I came about Divya from watching a Bollywood movie. Yeah, it's
Indian
an
movie.
Indian name.
Okay.
So I liked the name and I had to check the meaning first. So
What's
it
the
means
meaning?
divine brilliance.
Ooh.
So I decided to bear it. It's very short, it's unique, it's feminine. So I just
So
took
you
it.
gave yourself, not like maybe your friend started calling you, you gave
No, I
yourself.
gave myself the name because it actually meant something good.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, in conclusion, what advice do you have for female traders that are in the game currently, or those that actually want to come into the game? Is it a field you advise them to come, and if they come into the field, what advice you have for female traders?
Okay. For female traders that want to come into this space, you should actually be ready to lose. You should be ready to cry. You should be ready to pray to God. I do Hallelujah challenge. And I remember carrying it. Okay, that was when I started Prophet trading. I remember carrying fake Prophet certificates and be praying to, telling God that he should make this thing work for me. Because I didn't have a mentor. So
Yeah,
I was like, God, even if I'm wasting my time, just help me to be wasting my time towards the right direction.
yeah,
So I actually need God to also help you too. And to reduce the timing, you need a mentor, because it took me about 2 years to start feeling my money, because even though I do make little profits there, I was not, let's say, feeding with it. So it
it
took
goes
me
back
time,
inside.
exactly, to go back inside. So it actually took me time. So you need God to help you, whatever religion that you actually follow. You need God and Mother Nature to help you to do that. And yeah, be ready to lose. be ready to cry, be psychological strong. You get, so that's it. It's not really hard. It's not a space where you need connection to make it. It's not a space where you need to know big people to
to
make
make
it.
it.
You just need your skill. Except if you want to go into the marketing aspect and stuff, then you need influence. But the trading itself, you just need your skill.
Yeah.
Just need your skill and your money, and also have something doing, something that will hold you back. Because me, I'm actually a travel consultant. So I was using that to feed, even though my father still gives me money then. So I was using that to hold myself and put myself together while I was still trying to develop my trading skills. So you need something to lean back on if things don't work out. Because when your trading account blows, you need money to fund it back.
Yeah.
So that's basically it.
So, and also, generally, what advice do you have for traders that are in the game, not coming to the game now, that are still unprofitable, that have not reached a level where they are consistently making profits? What do you have to tell them, or what advice do you have for them?
Well, traders who are not profitable right now,
And they
everyone
are really
has.
putting in the efforts,
It
like
depends on where they are putting the effort.
true.
Because there was a time I was putting in effort in creating my own strategy. It did not make sense because I was putting in effort.
In the wrong direction.
Exactly. So it depends on where they are putting in their efforts. So I don't know where they are all putting in their efforts, but I just pray God directs them and helps them because it's broad. It's
Yeah.
very broad. Some people just need a mentor. Some need capital. Some need let's say a strong mind to be able to take losses. Some people cannot just see their $50 go down. So they need a strong mind to be able to take those losses. While some need knowledge because they are maybe going towards the wrong direction, trying to create their own strategy, like I said.
Yeah.
So they need knowledge. They need a mentor. They also need capital. So it depends on the one you need. I pray God.
So your advice for
I
them is that
pray,
you pray God
I
will
pray God
direct
directs them
them.
and grants them their heart desires.
All right. So it's actually been an amazing, time yeah, and I want to appreciate you
Thank
for
you.
giving out this time to come to the podcast and share valuable information for people to learn. So it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this amazing episode. It's been amazing, and I actually learned a lot firsthand before you guys. So ensure that you watch this video, drop your comments, subscribe, turn on notifications so that you can always get videos first and when we release them. And see you guys on the profitable side. Bye bye.